What came next was that I observed a tree growing abundantly in all the empty spaces around New York. And I began to study them. I read everything in the library, had some of it translated from the German. So Ailanthus altissima was known as the tree of heaven, a highly successful species throughout the temperate zones of the world. The tree that grows in Brooklyn. There are fossil remains across North America, Mississippi, Indiana, the Snake River Valley. They show how abundant Ailanthus trees were in North America prior to the Ice Age. So those sheets of ice wiped them out in America, but they survived in China. There was a priest named Father d'Incarneville, and he lived in Beijing, or Peking at the time. And he sent the seeds. He found the seeds of the tree and he sent them to the Royal Society of London. From there, Ailanthus altissima became a sought-after ornamental tree in European gardens. Back in China, the Samia caterpillar had been used to produce sturdy silk textiles that were worn for several generations. And some American businessmen imported the tree and the caterpillar to start a textile business in the United States. The venture failed, but the tree was a huge success. Lindens and horse chestnuts were taken out on the streets of New York City and replaced by Ailanthus trees. The species has a shallow root system, a root suckering system. That means the roots can grow along horizontally in very shallow soil. They don't have a taproot like many other hardwoods. They grow along sideways in shallow soil, and new trees can grow up from the roots. Ailanthus altissima can grow in distressed soil, polluted soil, rancid soil, hardly any soil, anywhere on distressed land. And one of the things they may be useful for is a transition between completely ruined land and let ailanthus trees grow there for a while, and then gradually introduce other species that are considered more desirable. But I consider them desirable because they actually can grow. The largest ailanthus tree that I learned about was on the Bacon Estate in Long Island. It measured 22 feet in circumference. Don't know how old it was. In the fall, the parallel leaflets fall off the leaf stems first, and then the leaf stems fall from the tree, causing a mess that people can complain about. Later, after a scarlet fever or a malaria epidemic, some people got the idea that these trees put these germs in the air, and they were outlawed in 11 cities across the U.S., including Detroit. The seeds are winged seeds. After the clusters dry out, they just blow off the tree. They're considered indefinitely viable. They can wait, wherever they land, for the right combination of sun and rain to start growing. So you'll see me playing with my window sash, sweep, balls with a club,